Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Lighting Your Sunshine, where we like to shine a light within and empower ourselves. So today, no downloads, we're just going to use the opposite of the new decks. So we've got the Weird World Tarot with the Sunflower Field Oracle. And so let's shake it up and see what message wants to come through. Oh, that one first. So we've got Seven of Swords, which is all about someone. Well, usually it's a negative, right? There's this dude, and he's stolen something. He's filled up his bag. He's kind of giving me Santa Claus vibes. It's like he filled up his sack with all these things that he wants, but this is usually a liar, a thief, something sneaky, something suspicious. But I don't know. Santa Claus vibes is the opposite, right? A thief takes, Santa gives. So let's just see what wants to come through. And why am I picking up Santa Claus? Because this is like the opposite of Santa Claus, right? He doesn't have the white beard or the white hair. So all right. So I'm getting that this is a journey. So to start off this journey, it starts off with the Seven of Swords, right? He's taken something, he's left something. The next one to come out is the Ace of Swords with, this is mental clarity. This is seeing things in a new perspective. So, you know what, I'm really getting this Santa Claus-like vibe. And it's like, who was Santa Claus before he came Santa Claus? I'm almost getting that this is a Robin Hood energy. Taken from the rich, stealing from the poor. Because like I said, this is a thief, this is a something, but I didn't get a bad vibe from it. And so that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing someone be like, wow, things are really unfair, and having like mental clarity about it. The next one to come out is this Eight of Cups in reverse. And Eight of Cups is all about like leaving a situation, walking away from something. It's just not being emotionally fulfilling. But when I look at this, I can't help but see the Moon card. This looks so much like in the Major Arcana, the Moon tarot card. So it has to do with something being seen, right? There was something tricky and deceptive that has now gotten clarity and light on. And what I'm getting is that this person, as soon as they seen it, right, this Eight of Cups in the upright would have been like, I am out of here. Like, I am done with this. I am not putting up with this. This is not right. I see clear. But because they see clear, I see them like hunkering down and like getting a little bit more grounded, being like, I'm going to face this. Because something to do with justice in this energy. Right? How do you come from being a Robin Hood, tricky, sneaky kind of energy, and then like transmute that into like Santa Claus? Like, so the next cards to come out is the Four of Swords, followed by the Fool in reverse. What I noticed from these first three is that there seems to be a lot of blue energy, a lot of behind the veils, things like that. But once this is kind of brought to light, I'm seeing the sun shine into this situation. And when I look at him, it is kind of like that bluish gray, but there's a tiny bit of light. He is hearing. I feel like the truth, the sword of truth is telling him like, hey, we know that we told you that lying and cheating and stealing and all these things are bad, but we need you to use discernment. Because like in the story of Robin Hood, right? Robin Hood tends to be like the hero for the people, right? He takes the bread from the wealthy and gives to the poor kind of energy. So what about this Four of Swords and light? I feel like that there is someone who had a shady start to their past. It it's almost like, I'm seeing like a computer hacker or someone who like knows how to cheat and steal and behind the scenes and like break into things, but then like the government like hiring them to like work on their security system. Like there's something to do with that. It's like turning that new leaf. I see someone having a spoiled past, but it also was how they were raised and their environment and all these things. And the things that they do, like cheating or tricking or stealing, or I don't know what it is, has in society be dubbed as not of the light, of bad, of consequence. But I'm seeing that consequence being utilized in a different way, taking it and making it into something more powerful that could help the majority of all, rather than contain and trap that majority. And that's why this fool's kind of in the upright, because this thief, like they're pro at that. Like they're not. I with this Four of Swords, I'm hearing that this person has been like dabbling in this energy for so long that it's uncomfortable of the light. It's like, I've never looked at it that way. I've always painted myself as of the dark, of the illusion of the moon, of the something. And so now you're telling me that there's this way I can redeem myself by still being myself. And so that's what I'm getting. It's like that this person has like whatever they've been working on. I'm seeing outside people, Spirit saying those people need to look from the heart, because when they look on the outside, they're going to paint them as a punk, a scrub, a something, like, oh, like that's just I'm seeing like a squeegee kid or something, right? And being like, oh, like I'm seeing them be like forceful, like in your face kind of energy, and people being like, you need to look past the exterior and look at their heart. Because this Fool card is in reverse. This person, once they like learn to like utilize whatever it is, the skill that they have, and they turn to the light with it, I'm hearing they could do it in their sleep. And they are not a fool. Like they are so far advanced. They're pros. They're like, they excel at whatever area that it is. So yeah. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing someone go through this soul shift, this soul growth, that they grew up on the wrong side of the tracks or something like that, or they have been dabbling in things that kind of got them ahead, right? I'm hearing there's no honor amongst thieves, and I'm seeing this thief live by that rule, but all of a sudden getting like this conscious and honor, like there's this place to redeem themselves and turn that new leaf. And by doing so, it's almost turned into this Robin Hood, Santa Claus vibe. No honor amongst thieves. Well, how can you? This person's no longer a thief. Once they shift to the light and they use their skills and their passion for good, I guess it said you had to look through your heart at them. Because you want to call them a thief or a something still, but now I'm getting, I don't even know, I'm hearing the word vigilante. I don't 100% know what that means. I want to say that's like justice, or, fighting for justice or something, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm hearing you're a little vigilante now, and you got so good at the way that you were, but your talents were wasted and dwindled. And so when it comes to energy, I see someone stealing and containing in that, and that never working for them. But now taking that, transmuting it, and being benefit of all, I'm seeing life and cycle and something happening again. This awakening, the balance of the light and the dark within. There's this rebirth and purpose now. And so it seemed like before they had to like steal a lot or plan or like that, but now that they work on that and expand it, I'm seeing the universe kind of fill up their cup now, and then being like, oh, like I didn't have to work that hard. That all I have to do is just stay here, and the universe is like sending me all these things and all these people. I feel like because this person had been such a shady past, that they're going to learn and help so many people. So many people. It's almost like this person's a thief, a cheat or something, and they know how like scamming works, and then like they're the ones that kind of like go and like scam the scammers or something like that, or help educate you to avoid being scammed by scammers, only because they have that mindset, because they've lived that world. So I pulled the sunflower cards. We got the owls in reverse. That's wisdom. I feel like in the past, because this is the past, that this person had this skill and they didn't use it of the light. So that wisdom or that knowledge was always being contained and things like that. But yeah, so they weren't as knowledgeable. Like I said, this person's a pro, a master. They're not a fool at whatever it is that they have kind of gone into. But because they weren't, it was more of a dwindling, containing energy. So it wasn't being fed. So that's the only thing that needed to be learned in this. Like, look how much sunlight's in this. Once they learned to take what they were doing and add that positive light to it, that's where that clarity comes. So the next one to come, I see them being like, in most cases, people would see what they're doing and be like, I gotta leave this, right? I'm in a bad environment. I'm in something. We've got the Tower in reverse. I'm in an area where I feel like neglect and people are harmed, or tricks and lies, something like that. And it's like, I really got to leave this environment. But this person being like, wait a minute, right? Rather than rocking everything, I'm going to actually hunker down and I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay in this environment and I'm just going to poke and I'm going to prod and I'm going to shake things up. And that's why that Tower is in reverse. It is like a positive tower in that sense. It's like working from within. It's like we got someone on the inside, right? I'm seeing like cops or someone, they always like go undercover. Well, I don't even feel like anyone asked this person to be undercover. Spirit did, they said. It was a light consciousness waking up. And so everyone, right, they've been in that energy for so long that people don't even know that they've kind of like got this new mental clarity and they've turned this new leaf. The next one there, look, there's all those leaves. Those leaves are turning, even if this person turns it or not. They've had this awakening within, right? This Robin Hood justice vibe waking up. And so that's why I don't even feel like that this Tower is like a moment that's going to like shake people. It's just not even going to be a tower. So rewind back to like scammers. Like, this is a scammer who's going to teach other people how not to get scammed. So there will be no tower moment. They'll have no moment that like someone comes and takes all their life savings and rips things underneath them. I see like whatever that trick kind of coming to the present, right? The Robin Hood something. And because things have been balanced, no tower happening. So the next one to come out is the ship. So how do we tie this all in? There's the owl, and the owls all have the sunlight. And by this Seven of Swords energy kind of waking up, they've got that call. It's just not as bright. This one seems to be more, this is the moon energy, this is the sun. The moon, the illusions, the sneaky tricking seems to be a little bit more, but this light keeps getting illuminated brighter and brighter and brighter. And the more they see that, the more they see, I can still use my skills. I can still take this sack that I keep filling up, but I have to learn to be mindful of what I'm doing, how I fill it up. And so using my purpose, my skills, my everything for good. By doing that, it really makes you hunker down and feel stable in your everything, so that there is no earthquake moment, right? I'm seeing someone kind of like come in and be like, if I shake up this, all the resources, like a tree, and all the apples fall, and it's like I take everything. Well, that's not going to happen, because nothing's going to rock you. It's going to stay steady. And then from this guy, I see him really stepping into the light. Four of Swords is like someone who's up at night and they're like kind of like looming, like, I can't believe that happened. I wish I didn't do this. I wish. And it's just up at night and like berating yourself with all those negative comments and like, oh, what lie did I tell this person? Like, how can I rectify this and fix this and blah, 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 blah. They don't have that moment, right? They're sitting there and all they do is they just keep listening to Source and the light. There's no mental back and forth trying to remember all the shady things they did, because now they're sleeping peaceful. They've got this purpose, right? They're stepping into their empowered energy, and I see them finally like learning the lesson of the light, being like, I really thought that when I stepped into the light that I had to be like this goody two shoes energy and that things just weren't fun, right? I'm hearing take a walk on the wild side, and it's like, why would I want to be like, I'm seeing someone think that to be of the light is like, they keep showing me like a girl, like a very young girl going to like Sunday church in her best Sunday clothes and like never speaking to people and like just be a good girl. Like, don't do anything. But that person is the one who keeps getting tricked and manipulated by the outside tricky people, right? And so they kept seeing to be of the light meant that you were naive and kind of dumb in a sense. And so now this energy realizing I had seen that all wrong, right? Knowledge and wisdom was in reverse, that I still can just be myself. And myself, I seem to think way quicker, and I seem to be able to like look through people and their cloudy shadow side. And I can look through it and I can see what the inner child had gone through and why they act the way they do. I can help them sail on to happier, brighter times. Because really, a lot of the people who keep trying to trick and steal and things, they're trapped in this mental energy and being a bit foolish. But I feel like the main clarity of all this is that someone being like, I am who I am, and seeing a part of themselves that has been told you're wrong your whole life. So I'm seeing, again, it brought it back to that little girl. It could be a little girl, little boy, whatever. And being like, as it kept saying, a girl at Sunday school. So in religion, this is how you have to act. And if you don't act like this, you're unholy, you're unworthy, you're unsomething. And so someone being like, fine, I choose my own path because this is how I think, this is how I feel, this is my heart. And so, yeah, realizing that, let's take religion just because that example came up. Them telling that you have to be one way to be religious, but you being another way, and then understanding that you're perfect exactly how you are. In fact, that thing that you dubbed that the other people told you wasn't right is actually a skill that others come in and is like, you know what? Where our defenses are down in this one area and you seem to be so far advanced in this one skill. Like, we'd love to hire you and use you for, you know, your knowledge and your wisdom and help you take that energy and empower so many more people. And I see that person being like, the thing that I've always been told was wrong within myself is the thing that's going to help and free so many people. I'm getting mad goosebumps, guys. And so within this, I keep getting that this is a story of someone who's been told that they're not good enough, that they're dark, that they're bad, that they're a bad boy or girl, right? That don't trust that person, right? And so I feel like they're like, fine, if no one's going to even give me a chance, or, you know, I'll give them the energy that they expect of me, and like really stepping into that in the past. So I feel like whoever this story for is, you've got a little bit of a past. And you know what? You can't get rid of your past. All those shadows and those things that do keep you up. I felt like in the past, maybe those things kept you up and it made you be like, well, I'm gonna be tougher than that. I'm gonna create my own path. And I feel like if that was the wrong path for you, Spirit wouldn't have allowed you to go down it. But I think by you thinking that I almost see like that being pushed out or rejected by the mass majority of some, really empowered you. And it's that moment when you realize that you're not bad, that what you did wasn't wrong, and that you've always been a child of light. It's just that light has been around you, holding you. That light has always been there, and you kind of got that angel and that devil, but the bad things weren't that bad. And you've already been forgiven for that, because by you going through that, you're going to empower so many more. And I feel like there's this empowerment in knowing that everyone kept telling you you were wrong, and you believing it, but finally like shedding off that, like brush your shoulders off, like I am who I am, and embracing that, and finally like being content that I feel like you weren't a good enough person to fit in this one box that you thought you had to be in. But Spirit doesn't want people to be in boxes. They want you to be your wild, badass, vigilante self. And whoever this one is, yeah, you got a shady past, but that shady past has really made you understand the light and the dark and the duality of things, and how sometimes healing is just a wounded child experience. And that even though things have been dubbed as a negative, not to judge, this person understands not judging because they've been judged their whole lives. And I feel this empowerment coming. I see you stepping into the light, and other people still kind of judging, but you're going to prove them all wrong. In fact, you've already have. They keep thinking you're this fool, that you're just a sneak, a cheat, a lie. And it will take a while just to kind of like shake off that old image. But that's not who you are, and that's not who you were. It's just who you pretended to be in that time where you were uncomfortable because other people really wanted to put you in boxes. And there just wasn't a box meant for you, because you're both. And you've really navigated it, and you've really stepped into knowledge and wisdom, and you've really bossed up, and you've got a skill that you're not surface level. You're above and beyond. And we need to take that and have you kind of bring it back to us and teach us whatever it is that you've mastered and you're ready to share with the world. So with that, we'll leave it there. I hope you have a good day, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.